also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a good.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. George Karlaftis.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Chargers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first and 10, Herbert. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. Touchdown, Allen! Jalen Guyton, 55 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Chiefs 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert, flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. George Karlaftis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his leg.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. .2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Mahomes will throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The Chargers 14.
Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker.
Say, bitch, you got to put some respect on my name after that one, brother. I said you gotta put some respect on my name after that one, bitch. I got quiet in the bitch and everything.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, it seems like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take.
Yeah, I was about to see that to my, yeah. When
what they did.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his